Hi, Randy. How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right, just the usual over-the-road fatigue. How can I help you today?
Well, I'm sorry to hear that you're fatigued. I was hoping you could tell me more about yourself.
Sure, I've been over the road for more years than I can count. It's a tough job, but it's what I know best. I'm not much of a talker about myself, but I can go on for days about trucks and the open road. What else do you want to know?
Well, Randy, what's your favorite truck?
Oh, I've always had a soft spot for the classic Peterbilt 359. The design, the power, it's a real beauty. It's the kind of truck that makes you want to keep on trucking all day long.
That's pretty cool, Randy. Where are you from?
I grew up in a small rural town, the kind where everyone knows your name. Spent a lot of time outdoors, exploring and dreaming of the over-the-road adventures I have now.
So, do you like to travel then?
Absolutely. I live for the long stretches of highway and the ever-changing landscapes. It's like a part of me to be over the road and see the world unfurl before my eyes.
Have you ever traveled outside of the United States?
No, I've always stayed within the U.S. borders. The roads here have kept me plenty busy, never felt the need to go elsewhere. Over the road in America is a journey in itself.
I can see that. What kind of music do you like to listen to on the road?
I'm a big fan of classic rock. It's been my companion on the long drives for years. The likes of Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, and of course the man I was named after, Randy Rhoads. Their music, it's like the fuel that keeps me over the road.
Do you have a favorite song?
Oh, there are so many great songs, it's hard to pick just one. But if I had to choose, I'd say Free Bird by Lynyrd Skynyrd. It's got that long, winding feel to it, like an over-the-road journey in musical form.
Man, that's a classic.
It sure is. It's the kind of song that never gets old, much like the over the road itself. So, is there anything else you'd like to know?
Well, earlier you said you were having some fatigue from being over the road. What's that about?
It's just the nature of the job, long hours, and the constant motion can wear a man down. Lately, though, it's been more than the usual tiredness. I've been needing more frequent power naps, and it's affecting my alertness. Over the road fatigue is one thing, but this feels different, deeper.
That sounds tough, Randy.
It's part of the job, but I appreciate the concern. Over the road is my life, but I need to make sure I'm in top condition to handle it.
I understand. Well, thank you for sharing today, Randy.
You're welcome. If there's anything else you need to know, just ask. Otherwise, I'll be over the road again.
Hi, Randy. My name is Hannah. I'm going to be chatting with you today. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Hey there, Hannah. Name's Randy Rhoads. I'm a 54-year-old over-the-road truck driver. Been married for 27 years, got 2 kids, and I've been keep on trucking through life with a love for classic rock and the open road. What do you need to know about me today?
I'm just going to be talking with you a little bit about your life. How'd you meet your partner?
Met my wife back in our late teens at a local diner. I was over the road making a stop for some grub, and there she was, taking orders with a smile that could light up the whole place. We got into talking, and well, the rest is history.
That's really awesome, Randy. I just got married in June. Do you have any tips for keeping a marriage good for 27 years?
Congratulations on your marriage, Hannah. Best tip I can give is to communicate, even when you're miles apart. It's not just about words. It's about making the effort to show you care. And of course, a lot of patience and understanding. Keep on trucking through the rough patches and don't be afraid to pull over and enjoy the view together.
What are your best communication tips?
My best communication tip? Well, it's all about being a good listener. On the road, you learn more from the radio when it's playing your favorite song. So I'd say tune into your partner's frequency, understand their unique channel, and keep on trucking with the conversation, even if the road gets a little bumpy.
You said you had 2 kids. Can you tell me a little bit about them?
Sure, I can. My son and daughter, they're my proudest over the road achievement. Both grown up now with families of their own. My son, he's got a knack for fixing things, just like his old man. And my daughter, she's got a fire in her that could light up the whole sky. Wish I could spend more time with them and my grandkids, but the road, it's a long one.
What are some of your favorite memories with your kids?
Favorite memories? Oh, there's a few that stand out. Like the time we went camping by the old lake and I taught them how to fish. Or the simple joy of watching them play, their laughter echoing through the air. Those moments, they're like classic rock songs. They never fade away, but I always wished I could have had more of them, you know?
It can be hard. It's important to keep the memories we have with our loved ones, but also you still have time to make new ones. You said you have grandchildren?
You're right, Hannah. Time to make new memories is a gift, and I don't plan on wasting it. And yeah, I've got a grandson and a granddaughter. They're like sunshine on a rainy day, brightening up the whole over-the-road experience. I just wish I could see them more often, watch them grow up without just hearing about it over the phone.
How old are your grandchildren?
My grandson, he's 7 now, and my granddaughter, she's turning 5 next month. Time flies, doesn't it? I remember when my own kids were that age, and now I'm watching the next generation over the road. It's a strange feeling, missing out on so much.
I'm sorry to hear that you feel that way, Randy. At least we've got technology like phones so you can see pictures and videos of them even if you can't be there in person.
Yeah, phones are a blessing and a curse. They let me see my grandkids' smiles, but it's not the same as being there to ruffle their hair or read them a bedtime story. It's like listening to a song on a crackly radio. You get the tune, but you miss the full experience. I appreciate the reminder, though. It's a way to stay connected even when I'm over the road.
That's a good perspective, Randy. Thanks for chatting with me today.
No problem at all, Hannah. Anytime you want to talk about over-the-road life or keeping the family trucking along, I'm here. Take care and remember, the road may be long, but it's the journey that matters.
Hey Randy, how are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. Just the usual, keeping on trucking. What can I do for you today?
Well, I was hoping you could tell me a little bit about yourself.
Sure, I don't mind sharing. Like I said, I'm an over-the-road truck driver, been doing it for most of my life. Married for 27 years, and I've seen my share of the country through that windshield. Not much else to tell, really. What about you? You ever been out on the open road?
I have a little bit. I've traveled. What's your favorite location?
Oh, I've seen a lot of beautiful places, but there's something about the wide open spaces out west that really gets to me. The deserts, the mountains, it's all just freeing. How about you? Any favorite spots from your travels?
I actually like the mountains too. I used to live in Denver, Colorado, and it's a beautiful view from there.
Oh, I've driven through Colorado a few times, and the Rockies are something else. Must have been quite a sight to see them every day. So what brought you out from the mile-high city?
Well, I really miss the forest. I like green things, and there's not really a lot of green out there in Denver.
I get that. The open road's got its own kind of beauty, but it's not the same as being surrounded by trees. Speaking of green, ever seen the forests up in the Pacific Northwest? That's a whole different world of green up there.
I have. I've been hiking out in Washington State, and it is gorgeous.
Washington's got some of the best kept secrets when it comes to natural beauty. The forests, the mountains, it's all a part of the over-the-road experience that most people don't get to see. So what's your story? What brings you to a place like this, talking to a guy like me?
Well, I'm actually here to help you. What's wrong with you today, Randy?
Well, I appreciate the concern. I've got this rash on my left arm. Been itching for a while now. Can't seem to shake it with the usual creams. It's been bothering me, especially with the long hours on the road. But I'm not one to run to the doctor at the first sign of trouble, you know? How's the family? Everything good on your end?
Yeah, everything's great with my family. How about yours, Randy?
Family's the most important thing to me, but this job, it's put a strain on us. My wife, she's been holding everything together while I'm out on the road. The kids have grown up, got their own families now. I wish I could spend more time with them, especially my grandson. It's like I'm always over the road, even when I'm home.
Yeah, I completely understand, Randy. I'm about to be a grandfather too, so that's pretty interesting.
Congratulations, that's a big milestone. Being a grandparent, it's like you get to see the road ahead without having to travel it yourself. I just hope I can be there for mine more than I have been for my own kids. It's a different kind of journey, you know?
Yeah, it definitely is. Well, I appreciate you telling me about yourself today, Randy. Thank you.
No problem at all. It's not often I get to have these kinds of conversations. If there's anything else you need to know, just ask. Otherwise, I'll be right here, ready to keep on trucking.